Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the black, trimmed with red. He went in officially at 52.5 kilograms. His professional record, 1 victory, 1 defeat. His lone victory coming by way of KO. Fighting out of and representing India, presenting Ismailulah Khan. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the white with pinstripe trunks. He went in officially at an even 53 kilograms. His professional record, 8 victories, 1 defeat. 3 of his victories coming by way of KO. Fighting out of and representing the United Kingdom, presenting Lightning Jr., Tony Curtis. Once again, referee in charge, Don for instructions.
Boxers, obey my instruction all the time. I don't want to see rapid punches, kidney punches, or below the belt. Protect yourself at all time. Touch gloves. Go back to your corners. Good luck.
Well, a battle of East and West about to take place. 2 teenagers, Tony Curtis from the UK, 8-1, and young Ismailulah Khan. Lots of body movement early and trying to get on the inside with those heightened reach disadvantages that he has, Anthony Crolla.
I think straight away in the head-to-head where they touched gloves, the size difference was absolutely huge. And I think, how do you prepare for someone as short as Khan? You know, if you... Oh, he's been in there. I think Tony Curtis just got to keep his cool here, just box his own fight. That's a nice jab. But yeah, there's so much lateral movement coming from Khan. We'll see. But I think if you want Tony Curtis there, I think you're going to be looking to touch, and to bring in the shots up the middle. He's got to be. There's a good jab. There's a good jab.
Nice footwork and a lovely couple of jabs there, starting to come on. What is a very small ring, isn't it?
Very small ring. Which
maybe a big ring for
Curtis would suit in that little
for the
bit
Indian.
More. Yeah. I think with the height. But listen, one thing I like about Khan there, he lunges in with that left hook again.
He's like over him like a rash at the moment, isn't he?
He is.
But Curtis is a very composed character for 17.
Nothing has really landed, very mature for 17. Nothing's really landed on Tony Curtis just yet. You can hear in the corner there, Coach Billy Rumble asking for the jab. And I think that's what he's got to do. That was nice work there from Tony Curtis.
Frustrate him, his coach is saying.
Yeah.
Keep him at range. Keep his respect. Keep him diving. Keep him in the cage with the jab.
Yes. Good right hand. Fantastic right hand. Gumshoe's come out the ring there.
Gumshield almost went for a walk around the arena then.
Out the ring. There's a lovely right hand that from Tony Curtis, which caused the Gumshield to come out. But yeah, I think he's found his distance a little bit better now here, Tony Curtis.
Fascinating young character. I tell you what's going to be interesting. He's fighting at 112 pounds right now. He's thinking of going down to light flight, by the way.
He is, and I think he will do it pretty comfortable. Listen, only 17, but he's doing that. Like what Tony Curtis weighed in yesterday, he's in the ring at today. He's not a fighter who's going to put on any weight. He's fighting very much at his natural weight, which is a good thing in the sense of he's still developing. As I feel like he's trying to think a little bit more Khan now. Whether that's down to that right hand landing or not, I'm not sure. But he's trying to find him tee him up there behind the lead hand.
But Khan of India has calmed a little bit more than...
Good shots there from Tony
He's not
Curtis.
swarming as much as he was earlier parts of the round. Last 10 seconds, Curtis bangs his own chest as if to say, come on, brother, we're on.
Yeah.
Nice jab.
He's finished the round very well here, Tony Curtis. I think feet are good from Curtis, turning good. Very sharp, Tony Curtis. Very, very sharp. There it is.
You know Well, the first
Touchables at the end of the round.
Well, the first of 6 3-minute rounds over, and it was the clinical clean work came from Curtis in that round. There was a little bit of eye-catching stuff from Khan of India, but look at what Curtis does at range here, and especially in the last minute. I thought it was very clever. He smothered most of the work of his opponent.
Turned him round. That was some kind of a little bit successful right on there, but it was very few and far between. Listen, a lot of pressure, a lot of lateral move from Khan, but very little landing. I think.
Lovely boxing, yeah. He's run out of ideas already. The plan is simple. Everything off that jab, when he's there for that, boom, that right hand. That's all you've got to do. Then just take that judging distance, all right? That's perfect. Listen, real good.
There we go. Keep him at bay with the right hand. Clip him. I keep him at bay with the jab. Clip him with the right hand as he comes in. I think we'll see. He's a very, very clever young man. And I love the fact he's converted to Islam and come over to this part of the world. And he's a rising star of Arabia.
He absolutely is. I think then I like to listen in the corners like we let there, and it allows fans back home and viewers back home to get an insight in the corner. But what Billy was asking for, he said the plan's simple. We keep it behind the jab. We keep it behind the jab. And then when he overcommits, the right hand will come. A little bit of showmanship here.
It's funny, Anthony, what the brain does when you're jabbed in the face all the time. Yeah. It stops those advances.
Good right hand there from
very
Tony
good right
Curtis.
Hand. Long, sharp, straight right hand. And he's punching down a long way, as remember. And as you all know, punching down is harder, isn't it?
No, it is. It is a lot of times. And I think there he is. He'll launch the attacks there from out of range, Khan. I think all Tony Curtis has got to do there, he's got to take his feet out. He can't lift his head up. And Khan there looks out the ring. I think Billy said it looks like he was running out of ideas already towards the end of the first round. But I think, listen, you've got to imagine how hard it is for Khan to try and close that distance, you know, when there's such a big height difference. It's good.
Well, Khan can probably make atom weight, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he is. He's tiny, isn't he? I don't think there've been many pros around the world as small.
He's game, though.
He's game as they come. His game has come, which I think we saw from the start and from the weigh-in yesterday. The importance of it. It's nice boxing there from Tony Curtis.
I mean, he's 1-1 with 1 KO, by the way. So he's had success in the ring. He knows he's a swarmer, isn't he?
Nice left hook there from Tony Curtis.
Another nice left hook.
I think what I'd like to see now as it comes out, and I reckon we might hear that from Billy Rumbles in the corner, is to start bringing that shot up the middle. Start bringing the shot up the middle.
I think Tony could almost play possum here and let him come on and hit him with a check hook quite often, because it's there.
That's there as well when he comes with the right hand. Feet are there from Tony.
He covers up well with those really long, gangly arms, Curtis, doesn't he?
He does, even though he's tall, slim, he doesn't offer much target. He defends well. But a lot of his defense, a lot of the time, will be with his foot movements. Just a little half step out, which he does very well. Good.
Incredible, Crawler, that Curtis is only 18 next month.
The youngest professional from Britain, I'm right.
He is the youngest current professional in Britain. When you think people like Moses Town with the heavyweights, 19 as well, these are the kids we're going to be watching in 3 or 4 years' time.
Absolutely.
At world level.
Left up.
Come on, ref, for goodness sake. I thought he threw on the break there, myself.
Yeah. I think now this is where I'd like to see Tony. Good shot, lovely shot. And let's see him pull that backhand up the middle. But yeah, I think like Billy said there, I think Khan is running out of ideas now. We see Tony dancing in the corner here.
He loves it, doesn't he? 6 3-minute rounds.
Showman.
Here, of course, we are third of the way for the fight. Here's the work from Curtis in the second round, keeping his opponent at bay with that nice long jab, lovely left hook, and then tying up and making sure that Khan of India can't get away with his steaming tactics.
I think that's what we're hearing from the Khan corner here.
Telling him to be cool, yeah?
Be cool. I think he's asking for him to hit the body, which would make sense. Khan's trying to land up top a little bit too often, and he's then reaching in, leaving his feet behind. You'd think he would be telling him to target to the body. Almost runs out there to gain centre of the ring. Does Tony Curtis.
You did that to me yesterday, and it took you about half a second to get across the ring, and he did exactly that then.
It's only a small ring, though.
Almost had his back to him.
He did.
That's called being switched on, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd noticed a difference came over you. A veil came over you when we stepped in there to do our pre-records yesterday, and there's some wildness, the wildest of an animal came into you, and that's what Curtis wants here.
I don't think you ever lose it.
A little bit of wild animal. Look, you can feel him. He's looking to be punishing now, Mr. Crawler.
Yes, I think we'll see him now. Maybe this round, starts to sit down on his shots a little bit more. For a little bit of spike. Oh, he's got to be careful there, though. Yeah, be careful there. You just can't leave the chin too high, because all the time Khan's looking to come over the top with the backhand.
Yeah, but he could be on his knees and his chin would still be high for his Indian opponent.
It's so shot. That's a lovely shot. Oh, again, sometimes Khan's letting know, you know, there wasn't a problem with that, but it's just letting the referee and the judges know the shot registered when they do that. But yeah, good jab.
It is lovely to see two young fighters really going for...
Oh, great right hand.
Great right hand from Curtis.
Khan hit it well. He took it very well. That was a lovely 2 shots from Tony Curtis.
Great balance and timing there for me.
Yeah.
He's really fluid in his work now, getting a great passage in this 3rd round. You can just see it. He's become like water, my friend.
Yep. Like I say, be water, my friend. But yeah, no, I think now he's starting to enjoy himself in there now, Tony Curtis. I think what we'll like to see after this round, probably start to love it long left up. Start seeing him go through the gears. He's probably just there. He's good shot.
You can just see the beginnings of frustration etching themselves on Khan's face now.
It's a little bit. He's landed some lovely shots this round as Tony Curtis. His shot variation's been fantastic, both to head and body. There it is, that little half step out that I'm on about that he does. Good right hand there on the
gum shield's come out just beneath above us here.
I think it was Tony Curtis's gum shield this time.
It was.
It was just the right hand on the way in. And he's just got to stay alert. I think Tony Curtis, I believe, will be telling him just keep whipping him upstairs, then coming round under the elbows.
And the corner of Khan, the Indian, he just glanced over and they'd say, yeah, a bit more of that. Got his mojo back there. He's got a bit of bob and weave into his step again. And another rushing attack and another right hand landing. Good work, good comeback from Khan.
Tony's saying something there. Tony Curtis saying something to Khan, I'm not sure. But he is very much a showman, isn't he, young Tony Curtis?
He is, but I like Khan's attitude here as well. He's coming back into the bout. He's not daunted by these heavy shots.
That's after, after the bell, a little bit of afters there. To be fair to him, he might not have heard the bell. He was mid-attack, but one definitely went in after the bell.
Nice work. I've got to say this from referee Tirandon there, who was quickly in to stop the punching. Great work. He looks down at us from up there. Great work from you there to stop the punching after the bell.
Here we go, as we look at it here. Look, there is the right hand after. That's a fantastic right hand. May have caught one on the way out, but again, I think the difference between this fight is Tony Curtis has used his feet unbelievably well. There it was. He's got the right hand half landed as the gum shield come out. I reckon we'll see Tony Curtis step on him a little bit now.
Well,
Khan looks like he's tired a little bit now.
Sorry, a minute and a half of the last round.
Yeah.
And he just, if he sustained that, he could get a stoppage in this fight. That right hand was heavy as well that landed.
I've just heard Billy say about back to work now. Back to what works, and I'm guessing that's behind the jab, keeping him at range, making Khan overreach. We'll see. Again, he ran out, took centre of the ring.
I mean, on paper, the reach advantage is 4 to 5 rounds, but in the ring, it looks like about a foot.
Yeah, it's a big height. You know, it'd be interesting to see. I know it could go down to light flyweight now, but it'd be interesting to see what weight Tony Curtis would end up.
Well, we'll be doing a little bit of that later on if you want to join us down on Yas Bay. But right now, the two men are dancing in the ring, and it's a push that puts Khan off balance. He smashes his gloves together as if to say, come on, fella, get it together. Let's get back inside. He might get a warning for pushing, and that's twice in the space of a minute that Curtis has done that, and he doesn't need to, Crawler.
No, he doesn't, He's just got to get back to establishing his jab here now, Tony Curtis.
He's getting greedy, you know, that's what it is. We know that expression.
Is he looking for the perfect shot?
He wants too much.
It's a good right hand there from Khan. He's just, I feel like Tony's just looking for the perfect shot, just a little bit too much. Just get, like what Billy was saying, get back to what's working, start snapping that jab up, get the jab out, everything will come off that jab. That's good, nice. That's nice.
Lovely little uppercut with the right hand. He's talking to his opponent in there a lot as well, just above us here. Listen, he's really enjoying his work. When a boxer, you know this, when a boxer's in full flow like this, it's an artistry thing, isn't it? If you are like that, that's what you're going to do.
Exactly, and we're seeing both fighters switch southpaw just before that. Now it's time to get back on that lead, behind that lead hand. Good
nice
right.
Very good right hook.
But now we just want to see something built on top of that now. This last 40 seconds now, you'd like to see Tony really turn, because it's been a close round this, because not too many scoring shots have landed. I have no doubt Tony's, much more than comfortable in it. But now, as Khan tires, which he tends to at the end of the round, let's see the shots.
There's a lot of respect going on there as well.
There's a lot of back and forth.
They're very young men, but the respect is growing all the time. You can feel it, can't you?
Yeah. Good shot, good shot.
Lovely right hand, very well timed. Last 10 seconds of the round now. Curtis will want to put a stamp on this, maybe with another little flurry here.
That for me, that's Khan resting. He's tired.
Yeah.
I think just the stronger finish to the rounds. Definitely give it Tony.
Nice left-right combo, 1-2 there as the round comes to an end, and referee Tirandon separates the two men. Great round from the referee, because he was barely noticeable, and that's what we want. I've got, after 4 6 3-minute rounds, I have Curtis comfortably ahead by 4 rounds.
I've given him everything, give him everything so far. There's been the odd reminder over the top like that from Khan, but other than that, Tony Curtis has been in control. I reckon now if we could listen into that corner, if he goes to the corner, Billy will be telling him, almost screaming at him, here we go, to be using that jab. We're listening to Billy.
Start building that rhythm. Yeah, well, that's right.
What I love about him as well is it almost is like when he fights, he's got a grin on his face. The cleaner work, the clinical work is all from Curtis for me. I have so much admiration for him. And of course, who manages him? Prince Nassim Hamed.
There is a little bit of Naz about Tony Curtis.
Yeah, definitely.
The showmanship.
Look at that desire to get going. Centre of the ring, round 5, straight in, pushing his opponent Khan of India back into the corner. We've talked about the height and reach advantages in this fight, and he's made them tell them. Lovely left hook.
Good. It's been a really good start to the round here with his lead hand. Much better start to the round. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I think.
Right, more of this. It's just superb, isn't it?
It's nice to watch. I think last round Tony was a little bit guilty of abandoning his jab, but he's come out here. It's been very busy. Good shots.
And as Khan tires, Tony picks him off a little easier. But again, Khan will come at some point in the round because he's a very game young man.
He is there, like that. Pretty careful on the way out with the right hand.
Do you know what? In other sports where you rush someone like that, they call it chain punching. It's what they do in wrestling, chain wrestling. It's almost the only way you can get on the inside.
Yeah,
it's unusual footwork, isn't it? But it's the only way you can get in.
Yes, he'll come. He looks to try and rush Tony Curtis, And he's just got to be careful, Tony, when he comes back, not to come up right.
Playing possum now, look.
Yeah.
He wants Tony in on him, yeah.
It's final minute and a half. I'd like to see Tony start stepping it up a bit. Keep still talking to Khan, but increase the punch output that little bit. When we see him let his hands go, it's lovely to watch.
See, when you're in and out that quickly, you can drop your hands and look amazing and showboat a little as he is. But he wants to talk to his opponent.
That was better work. Better work.
Lovely left, right, for about just above us there, Crawler.
Yeah. I'd like to see Tony bring his right hook in as well. The right hand's good again there. The right hook in
Hurt
again.
him then, by the way.
Good left hook. Last 30 seconds in what's been a very good round. Lovely double left hook. A little bit Roy Jones Jr.-esque there with the left hook. Good shot.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Roy Jones.
Trying the left hook there. Come.
It's funny you mentioned Roy Jones Jr. because Roy Jones Jr. is a man, he was around for a year, you know, and Roy was very instrumental in him, young in his career.
Really?
Absolutely right.
Idea.
And Roy...
No, I can see it.
No, there's the Roy in there. Roy showed him where the little openings in the door come.
Yeah. Oh, good round from Tony Curtis.
He's got to be very happy with him, Billy, in his corner.
Yeah, I think especially with that last round.
Yeah, but it's because he's controlled about... There's a danger about Khan, because he's a dangerous, reckless
Fights
fighter.
out that squat style, lunges in with the left hook, and then the right hand arm comes back.
He was very much hit and not be hit in that round, wasn't he? I loved you picked up that he was the Roy Jones Jr. moves, because as he spent a year around him, Roy took him under his wing. Roy may work again with him, and he's got the youth to be able to learn that style and that movement and that dance.
Yeah, and you can see that's probably the kind of style that Tony would enjoy if you see him here dancing again. Touch and gloves.
This is the 6th and final round.
I think despite the pushing about yesterday, and which was, you know, he's very edgy and it might have been a bit of bad blood, there has been a lot of respect here between the two. Even though there's been a bit of talking, there has also been quite a lot of respect.
Well, it's fascinating when you get two styles like this. You get a bull, if you like, and a matador. And Curtis is very much with his rapier sword and advancing on someone who wants to bring firepower.
The left hand of Tony Curtis at time, it really is nice. The variation in it, the jab, the whipping the left hook in, a little shuffle there, that was nice. It was nice.
When was the last time you did a shuffle, Crawler?
It might have been the other night with you when we was out in Yas Island.
I saw you shuffle on the beach earlier.
But yeah, the shuffle of the shoulders as well there from Tony Curtis. But no, I was saying that the lead hand of Tony Curtis is very impressive, and it's been the difference throughout the fight. That and the feet has been the difference here. Good.
2 minutes left in this 6-3-minute bout. Wonder if Curtis can make an impact and put another stoppage on his record here.
He's asking Khan there, did he feel a body shot? Good shot. He shakes his head, Khan. On the break. On the break.
Frustration from Khan of India there. Tiranton, the referee, not happy about it.
Frustration because he has struggled to solve the puzzle of Tony Curtis. Good left hook, great left hook to the body. A little reaction there. Like to see him stay there.
Nice
Good
left.
left hook, go back downstairs. That'd be one of my only criticisms with Tony there. And I mean, listen, as long as there's not a problem with it, with the right hand, I'd like to just see him whip the right hook in a little bit more, both to head and body. There it is, there it is. And again, and again. But again, we said earlier, I think it's been a great learning fight, this, for Tony Curtis.
Well, I just think he's one of those people that's dedicated to the craft. He loves living over here.
Yeah.
He converted to Islam. He loves the way of life here. His younger brother Stanley is here with him as well. They walked him out tonight.
Yeah.
They walked him out, and his cousin walked him out tonight. In their beautiful robes. They're living the life. It's beautiful to see young people living in this way. Imagine you doing that 20 years ago.
Very nice, yeah. There it is, the body shot. I think he's definitely found the way here with the body shots. It might just come a little bit too late the last 30 seconds. A little bit longer. Khan's definitely feeling that now. He's just not got to get reckless, Tony Curtis. Still maintain his distance.
It was a push. It wasn't a knockdown, but he is definitely making an impact. Now Khan is... Come shields, come out.
Good finish, good finish. Good finish from Tony Curtis there. Kiss of approval there from Billy Rumbles. He's happy, and listen, I think he would be. So there's always room for improvement, but all in all, I think that was a very nice performance from Tony Curtis.
Yeah, and there was an argument maybe that Khan got close in one of the rounds.
One of the rounds.
Curtis won every round.
Fell asleep, but he's still, Curtis won every round. I think it was the third. But yeah, but he's happy with himself here, Khan. But a good 6 rounds.
Khan lives to fight another day.
He does, and listen, the last young prospects questions for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I read the scorecards, a round of applause for both warriors, please, in this matchup. After 6 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Nawaf Al-Momahid, Judge Gary Kitanowski, and Andrei Shevelov all scored the contest 60-54 for your winner by unanimous decision. Representing the United Kingdom, Lightning Jr., Tony Curtis.
Well, rightful decision there. Brilliant performance from young Curtis, milking the applause from the crowd. Look at him enjoying his dance around the ring. And boy, he can dance. The great thing for him is he's not allowed in the pubs and clubs here, and he doesn't drink anyway.
All back home. No, he doesn't know. He lives it. He lives the life. You can see that. Billy asked how do you think, and I thought it was a very good performance. Very good performance. I thought the lead hand was key. Very impressive.
Very, very impressive. And here's some of his impressive work in that unanimous.
Just a little shuffle, the 1-2. I think Tony had found the way with the body shots as the fight was ending. There it is, the right hook to the body, that's screaming for, and again there. I think that was key, and no, his judging distance was very good. Listen, there'll be things he can work on. Sometimes probably lifts out a little bit too high, but he's a baby. He literally is a baby.
We talk about man strength. That won't even come for 2 or 3 or 4 years.
No, it'll be a while yet. And listen, it'll be interesting to see how Tony fills out. But yeah, no, very mature young man. Either dance.